Oh, and also you got your personal credit rate,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Personal credit. So now you want to be able to get your first business credit card. What you want to do is start a relationship if you don't already have a relationship. If you have a relationship with a bank, personally, go to the bank you already got a relationship with. Go to the bank you got a relationship with. If you've already been banking with Bank of America for the past 7 years on the personal side, go to them, right? You want to go to them because, look, they already know you. They know you. They like you, right? As long as you have fucked them over, you know what I'm saying? It's a good look to go back to that bank, right? And I want you to go open up a business checking account and a business savings account, right? When you go open up a checking account, business savings account, I want you to deposit accounts. Doesn't have to be a lot, however, more the merrier, right? When I open an account, I try to put anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000. I don't care if you got to borrow it somewhere. I don't care if you got to take it from your personal, right?
You can MS, you can do whatever.
You can MS it, right?
Yep.
That might even be a better play. MS it. Deposit some money into those business checking and business savings account, right? What then I want you to do is let that money season. I want you to let that money sit for about 30 days. Let there be a statement on your bank account showing that there's a few $1,000s in that account, right? Once that happens, then I want you to go back to the bank and I want you to apply for a business 0% interest credit card. All right. On the application, they're gonna ask you a few things. Like I said, they're gonna ask for your business name, EIN number. They're gonna be asking your business address, all the stuff that we already talked about before. NAICS code. Then the thing that they're gonna ask you, how much does your business make? How much does your business make a year? What you want to do is put $230,000. $230,000, right? I don't care if you just started up the business, you just started it last week. When they ask for that number, they're more looking at what is your projected income coming into this upcoming year, right?
Stated.
And the stated income. They're not going to ask tax forms. They're not going to ask for anything.
We're talking about business credit cards for clarification.
Yes, we're talking about business.
There's lines of credit you could apply for as well, but we're talking about business credit cards.
This is business credit cards. Business credit cards. You want to put $230,000. On the personal side, they're going to ask you how much do you make personally. I want you to put $120,000. They're not going to ask you tax forms. This is different from personal. On personal credit card, you want to do something different. For business credit cards, put $120,000. All right. Once you do that, they're going to ask you questions about what your business does, right? If you're doing business consulting, play the role. Say you do business consulting. Don't say you actually do real estate or you actually do credit repair.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that. Y'all got to realize it's not that deep. Y'all be lying for free anyways. So you might as well lie to help your situation. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. Facts.
So yeah, just play the role. And go ahead.
And they're not going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. They're not going to dive into. They just want to. They honestly, they don't care. They're just doing their job. So just make sure that they're trained to sniff out any. How should I say? Any high risk, any red flags. They're trying to sniff it out so they have a reason to deny you. Don't give them a deny, right? Because as you tell them, they're just going to write down until they're under. So tell them that you do business consulting if you find a high risk. All right. They'll ask you. They're going to try to sell you on a whole bunch. Try to sell you on merchandise, payroll stuff, all the other stuff. I mean, it's cool if you need it. I don't forget it because I use other services. But just be prepared to ask you. This process takes about an hour. Don't go apply for business bank account or business card and do it out in minutes. It could take an hour. All right. So as long as your personal credit, as long as your LLC, as long as you apply the right things on the credit application, right? There's a good chance to be able to give you max money. They're gonna give you max. Those are the main points. I want you to always think of time when you go to apply for a business.
Most definitely. Before we continue, someone had a question. I don't know if she's still here, Kimberly. So she said, I've been trying to apply for a loan on my personal, but don't have any to put. Oh, don't have any to put for income because I worked off the books. What can I do? So the first thing that comes to my mind, I mean, if you know someone that can, there's a lot of people that do business out here. If you know someone that can provide income statements that as you work under them, then that might be a play that you can run. I mean, what do you think, Julian?
I think that's a play right there. I think I'm
Okay.
best bet right there. And it depends much how much you're asking for. They may not ask for income statements. So
Yeah, that's the thing too. I don't know what type of how much you're
who,
applying for a loan.
who are you going? Who are you going through? Who are you trying to get that personal loan from?
If she's still here, Kimberly, if you want to elaborate on that. Someone said Dunn's number. So Dunn's number, if you're doing PG, I mean, you don't necessarily need it. At least I wasn't aware of my Dunn's number when I got business credit with my PG, unless it was just made for me and I didn't know. But if you're if you're doing the EIN build out, then you're gonna need that Dunn's number and make sure you apply for it. What should your personal credit score be for what? I'm assuming for applying for business credit. Is that the question?
Assuming that's your question, there's no right credit score. I've seen people who have 680 credit scores and getting $5,000 business credit. It's really about what's on your credit report.
Yeah, that's very, very important. I want to touch on that too. So a lot of people, they really, really focus on this whole score thing. I literally got a client that just booked a consultation with us saying, oh, my goal is to have a 700 credit score. And the first thing that comes to my mind is like, why? You know what I'm saying? We just so focused on let's get this 700, it's 750, it's 800, but it's more about the data points on your credit score. So if you look at the content, Julian's posting, you look at the content I'm posting, we both align with that. So you guys just want to focus not necessarily on the score, but the data points. All the data points we covered in this entire live, all the data points we covered in the interview, you know what I'm saying? Once you focus on the data points, the score is going to be a byproduct of that. So I would encourage y'all, don't really focus on the score, but I understand that, you can't do two things at the same time all the time. So if you need to focus on a score, I would say 680, 690 and up, you should be pretty much good to go. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts?
Man, 680 is safe. But
yeah.
Look, even if you have a 680, does not mean you're going to get an automatic approval, y'all. Look,
that's what I'm saying.
Want to make sure that you're getting these approvals. Aim for a 750 and above if you're worried about your credit. But
yeah,
like I said, man, I know people who got 800 credit scores and still got denied American Express. Right.
That's why, because they report, overall it's probably trash. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to get them data points in check.
Right.
But yeah, Kimberly had a question again. Also, where can I get trade lines? And where do people get trade lines from to sell it? Because everyone I talk to says to DM them for it. You want to answer and I can answer?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna find out that there's resources out there. Like for me, actually, I know personally people who have extra credit cards that they don't use, right? That they want to start making money off of, right? So
yeah,
why would they have credit cards for the waste, right? That are 20 years old, 10, 15, $20,000 that somebody else will be able to use, right? If somebody adds out on their credit report and they just need a quick 15-point bump, man, look, that person who needs it, go ahead and pay that $500, $600 to that person who actually owns that trade line. That trade line then is reported on that person's personal credit report. They get that bump. They get what they need. They get that approval, whether it is a mortgage, whether it is to get the auto loan, anything of the sort. Right? If you're able to get that mortgage to get the auto loan, wouldn't that $600 be worth it? I think
that's
so.
what I'm saying.
Right. So, like people you might know them personally who might need some extra income. There's also a website out there where you can actually broker people's trade lines. There's like so many different websites out there. So.
Okay, yeah, as far as what I would say on trade lines, yeah, kind of the same thing. If you have a network of people, you possibly know where to get them. As far as where some people are getting them, I know that some people, they have a network, and I personally know a resource as well. So shoot, you could DM me, and you could be a middle woman, you know what I'm saying? And like if a trade line is a certain amount, you could broker it to somebody else. So if you want that resource, you can give it to me. I used to do that broker thing, but because I got a lot of other stuff going on, I don't really do that no more. So I mean, if you DM me, I'll give you that resource. If you want, you can go make money off of doing that. So that's something you could do.
Like, I'm all about people. Look, I'll give you the resource to be able to make money, but if you don't want to do that, well, we'll definitely sell you a trade line. But
Yeah,
I'd rather show you how to fish. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's definitely out there. If anybody else is doing it, just know that you do it too.
definitely. Anybody got any questions before you gonna get into the Wells Fargo play, right?
Oh yeah, bro.
Okay, before we even get into that, we're gonna drop the Wells Fargo play. So I want y'all to share the live out with at least 3 people.
Hold on, let me turn on the light real quick.
All right, while he's turning on the light, share the live out with like 3 people, comment done. Share the live out with 3 people, comment done. Don't be selfish with the information. Let the people you care about get the information, because it's important that y'all got this information.
Let's go.
It's important y'all get this information.
Let's go.
It's important y'all get this information.
The banks are giving out the bag, y'all. The banks are giving
it out.
All about your personal credit. That's why we preach this so much. I'm like, honestly, I get tired about talking about get your personal credit right, because people love to ignore it. But look, it's literally you're over here. You're over here with terrible credit, and you want to be able to get over here to start your business. You want to be able to start your Airbnb business, right? You want to be able to get your business auto loan, be able to get a car on Turo, right?
Yeah.
Start your e-commerce business, right? You want to start any other type of business, it's over here. The only thing in the middle that you don't have is your personal credit.
Facts.
It's the only thing holding you back, right? That's why we say, look, either come to us where we can help you do it, or figure it out yourself. There's so many ways out there. You got YouTube. Man, look, I know people who paid millions of dollars just by following on YouTube.
That's why I'm saying, hey, go subscribe to my YouTube. I'm about to get the YouTube popping. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get the information out there while we're on YouTube. So yeah, go click a link in my bio and subscribe to that. I don't know if you're on YouTube, but if he's on YouTube, go subscribe to him too.
I'm not, but shit, I need to get on YouTube, man. Look.
Shit, yeah. But before Julian gets into the sauce, make sure y'all share out, with people. Before he gets into the sauce, he mentioned something on the podcast, which I didn't know that he knew. It's a resource that I use as well. And if y'all didn't listen to the podcast, I want to drop it here again. And this is a resource that basically allows me to figure out, any bank in the world. You can live in Arkansas, you can live in Texas, you can live in, New York, anywhere. And I might know about banks that you don't even know about in your own area. I know about stuff in your area that you don't even know about. And this resource is Bank Branch Locator. Bank Branch Locator. Bank Branch Locator. So I want y'all to take that down. That's how I'm able to find banks when I'm looking for funding for clients. And I'm able to look at, certain credit unions that they may not know about, even though I've never been to their area. You feel me? So I want y'all to really write that down, Bank Branch Locator. Take notes on that. Go to the website right now, or go to the website after the live, because we're going to drop the Wells Fargo play. But go to the website and then, just kind of figure out what banks are hidden in your area. These banks are giving money. And I know some of y'all that follow me, y'all know how I be talking about the consumer law. We know the banks are borrowers pursuant to 12 USC 1431. But at the end of the day, let's just really understand that we can go and get the bag from the banks. You feel me? So Bank Branch Locator, that's some sauce. Julian dropped it on the podcast as well. I didn't know that he knew about it as well. So the fact that we both know about it, it's probably a good resource to look into.
Facts. Credit unions, what are y'all credit unions are? They'll give you more money because their requirements have a lower bar, right?
Yeah.
Have a lesser or a weak credit report and be able to still get higher limits by going to a credit, because they're looking for more customers. They're looking for more people, because a lot of times they're smaller than the Bank of America, Wells Fargo, U.S. banks. So they're trying to encourage more people to come. So look, take advantage of it. Take advantage of y'all. They're giving out the bag. Look, and on top of that, okay, so say you get $15,000 business credit card. So there's different types. You get 0% interest, but we ain't talking about the cash back though. We talk about the cash back card.
Yeah.
Cash back cards are cards that you can use. You get literally cash by using your card. Right? There's cards up where you might be able to get 1% cash back. There's cards out there where you be at 2% cash. that means for every $100, you'll get $2 back. $2 back if you spend $100. That's 2% cash back, right? So things that you're already going to be paying, right, for free, now you're getting money back for it, right? So now imagine you take a $10,000 business credit card, right? And you want to start Airbnb. I actually ran the number. In downtown Denver, you can get a studio, you get furniture, you can get a photographer, you can get an interior designer, you can put the deposit down, right? Fully set up, ready to go for about $7,000. You take your $10,000 business credit card, 0% interest, take the cash off the card by MSing.
Oh, that's a whole different play.
Drop it, furnish your Airbnb. You have no money out of pocket. No money out of pocket, right? You rent $140 per night. So you rent out for 24 nights out the month. Somebody do the math. I forget how much it is, but look, by all that revenue, the revenue that you're able to get per month is not only going to cover the minimum amount that you need to pay back for that $7,000, right? It's going to be able to pay rent, pay your expenses, and then you're still left with a profit. You're still left with a profit, right? So now you have an Airbnb that's making you money every month, right? With no money out of pocket. With no money out of pocket. That's the power of business credit, y'all. Oh, and I forgot to say, look, yeah, you use $7,000 of that $10,000 on that business credit card, but guess what? It's not affecting your personal credit. I almost forgot the most important part of it. Look, on a personal credit card, you got $10,000. Use $7,000 of it, your score is going to drop. It's going to be shattered. It's going to be shattered, right? 70% utilization just on that card. You're going to drop 70, 80 points just on that. But on business credit, y'all, the business credit utilization doesn't report to your personal credit.
You could round that up.
Look, so
and you're gonna pay it back because you said 140 a night is gonna pay itself back. So that's a play. You could also do it with I'll speak on something I personally did, Turo. It doesn't necessarily got to be the credit card. Go get you the loan, zero money down. It starts making you money. You pay off your minimum payment. So I got a business auto loan, and that's how I started my Turo fleet. You know what I'm saying? So it's not limited to business credit cards, but that's also a play.
Run
that you could run as well.
Play, man. Let them know that play.
So basically, with Turo, with Bank of America specifically, they allow you to get up to 4 business auto loans within your LLC. So obviously, if you got one LLC, you can get up to 4 approvals. If you got 2 LLCs, you can get up to 8 approvals. So I took one LLC. I got 4 approvals. I think I got approved for, it was a little bit over 200-something thousand in funding. And then I was able to go acquire some vehicles. I put them on Turo. Whenever you get a vehicle, it's like 30 to 45 days before your very first payment. So what we did, I was in a partnership. So what we did is we put all the details on Turo. We started getting it out rented. And then basically my minimum payment was, what I'm saying, covered from there. My minimum payment and then some. So it's like I basically got a car for free. And it's like I got it zero money down because I already took the loan over there. Obviously, auto loan 101, you don't want to go over there and have them run the hell out of your credit. You want to just take your approval and go over there. But that's a different conversation. I think I'll talk about it on my podcast maybe. You can DM me if you want more information. But I think some people had some questions. Hold on.
I heard you though, bro. Look,
hey man, if they ain't hear me, they ain't gonna hear me,
bro. Look, you trying to brush it off like that was nothing, bro. Look,
if they ain't hear me, they ain't hear me.
So look, so you said, how much did you put down on that car?
Which one?
She said, which
no
one?
Flex, neighbor.
I got multiple ones. All right, so let me say,
no, I wasn't even trying to flex.
He said, all right, all together, how much did you put down on your cars?
So, okay, I ain't gonna lie. I put down a little bit on some because I wanted to test out the consumer laws about getting your down payment back. So I'm in the process of doing that. But on that one, I put down $300. But the rest of them, I got the zero money down.
So you got how many cars did you get?
I got 4 at that time.
You got 4 cars.
Yes, sir.
You put $300 down for all 4 cars.
Yeah, on one of them. Because I want to test out a consumer loss. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
These cars are making money for you every month?
They're making money, man.
Okay. And what
That's the game.
are these?
That's the game.
Are they reported on your personal credit?
No, they're not there.
Come on, cuz. Come on.
Oh no, I did get one on my personal credit though.
Huh?
I got one of them's reported on my personal credit.
Because
the thing y'all got to understand too is with the personal credit is you want to establish auto loan history. So that was the main reason why I got one of them on my personal credit. But the rest of them, you know, they could be on business. I don't have liability. So I got one of the big ones on my personal credit because I want to establish auto credit history. I had a $30,000 car paid off, but then the one that's on my personal credit, I think it's like 50 or 60,000. So you got to look at it in terms of levels. You feel me? So once I pay that down, now it's like, okay, I can go to 80, 100,000 and stuff like that. But you don't have to, it just really depends on what you're trying to do. So, yeah. And then on top of that too, to be honest, this is not about consumer law. But if you use consumer law, you can get any account you want removed from your credit profile. So just keep that in mind as well.